Many of my Greek friends say that fasolada, which is a bean soup, is Greece's national dish. Not moussaka, not souvlaki. And I get it because it's so comforting, so easy to make. Now let's start with our beans. This is the most important part. To get the best results, you want to cook the beans from scratch. What I've got here are some dried cannellini beans. Now you can use any white bean of your choice. Lima beans are also traditional, and haricot beans. I like to soak these overnight in plenty of water, and you can see that they double in size. So these are the dried ones, and these have been soaking for 2 days. That's what we're after, and this is going to give us a lovely creamy result in our soup. Drain that water off, and then we can start cooking. So the base of this soup is the Holy Trinity, which is carrots, onions, and celery. I'm going to add a good glug of extra virgin olive oil. When I say a good glug, so about 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. In with our onions, and we'll start to cook them. While they're frying, we'll add some celery, 2 stalks of celery, and we're just wanting to chop it quite fine. You don't have to be pedantic though, because the soup cooks for quite a while and these vegetables will cook down. So just in big strips like this, and then we're just going to dice. That's good enough. In it goes. And I don't want these vegetables to caramelise. We're just softening them quite quickly before we add the other ingredients. Okay, time to add our carrots. 1 carrot. I've just cut them into 1 centimetre pieces. They can go in. Again, another quick stir. Now, there's 2 ways of making this soup. You could have a white soup that has no tomato in it, or you could add tomato. I'm going to do the tomato variety, which has a little bit of tomato paste. We want to cook off that tomato paste, so we'll add that to our vegetables and just fry that off for a moment, just to get rid of that raw tomatoey acidic flavour. Okay. Greek food is never complete without some oregano, so a good pinch of dried oregano and a bay leaf. Stir that through, and that's the basis of our soup, so we can add our rehydrated beans. So this is 500 grams of white beans. It's 500 grams before they're rehydrated. There they go. And if I'm going to make this soup, I'm going to make a big amount of this soup because it freezes really well. So we'll coat all of those rehydrated beans in a lovely tomato and vegetable mixture. No salt at this stage. Whenever you're cooking dried beans like this, you want to avoid adding salt. If you add salt, the beans will become tough. We want them to be super creamy, so I'll season this right at the end. Okay, in with some water, and I'm doing this the very basic, classic way. If you like, you could add stock, but I really want to make this all about the beans. It needs to cover the beans by at least 5 to 6 centimetres. We can always add some more water later, and all we do is bring that up to the boil. I'll turn it down to a medium heat, lid on, and this is going to cook for about 1 to 2 hours or until those beans are creamy. This soup smells fantastic. Let's have a look at it. And what I like to do is take out that bay leaf. It's done its job. And just have a look at the consistency. This is what we're after, a really hearty soup. Now I'm going to serve this with a feta toast. So I've just been grilling some bread, a little olive oil on each side. We'll turn it over, just give it another minute. Now, the one thing we haven't done yet is added some salt. So this is the perfect time to add the salt. A good pinch of salt. You can see this is a big batch of soup. It's going to feed at least 6 people. And you can serve the soup as is, but if you want it to be extra creamy, I suggest giving it a blend. So just using a stick blender 3 or 4 times, not to blend the whole soup, but just a little bit of it. So we've got chunky textures and then smoothness. Fantastic. That's all you need to do. And I'll give it another stir, and that is just right. Now, because this is so creamy, I just need a little bit of acidity, so I'm going to add some lemon juice, just a little squeeze. Okay, before we serve that up in a bowl, let's finish off these gorgeous crostinis, which I believe take this soup to the next level, really make it quite delicious. Hot, hot toast, and what I'm going to put on this is some feta. This feta is creamy and crumbly, exactly what you want for a toast like this. And we'll just crumble this feta over the top of the hot toast. I mean, what's a Greek dish without olive oil, lemon and feta? And this feta is just lovely, salty, slightly tangy, which is what you want with a creamy soup just like this. To finish this off, I'm going to add a few flavours that go so nicely with feta. So lemon zest, a little lemon zest over each. And I love the addition of some chilli flakes. So a little bit of chilli over the top. And some fresh parsley. So I'll grab my knife, just a few little sprigs, which I always have on standby because it just really elevates any type of dish, some fresh herbs like this. And all you need is a few sprigs, finely slice, and then we'll sprinkle that over our feta. The last little thing that I like to do is add a drizzle of oil for these crostinis. Now, these crostinis are delicious as is, but serve that with the soup, well, it's just even better. All right, let's plate up the soup. We'll grab our bowl, give that one last stir, a generous spoonful. This is certainly not a soup that you have as an entree. It's a hearty main. Onto the plate. Some freshly cracked pepper over the top, and our crostinis. I love these humble traditional soups that never go out of fashion, and I've made it slightly modern with that feta crostini. This one here, well, I better have a taste of it. That's delicious. A little taste of the soup. Ooh. The taste of Greece.